His name is Kuit.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kuitlahuak. I am the Youth Program Director for the Youth Program at CALC, Community Alliance of Lane County. I would like to thank the ACES group for trying to help TALC and CALC survive these tumultuous times. We are two organizations that do nothing but humanitarian work. We step in where social services do not, and we help out our community at all times and in all ways. When people ask us what it is that we do, we tell people, what is it that you need? CALC, for the last 60 years, has been working for the liberation of our most marginalized groups in our community. Right now, a lot of nonprofits are struggling to survive this regime, this fascism. So I beg and I implore you to dig into your pockets and to give and donate and to save these two organizations so we can continue to do our humanitarian work. Thank you so much. I would like to quickly report what's happening to the immigrant community in our local community. First, I'll start off with Lane County. Lane County leadership has demonstrated commitment to keeping Oregonians safe. In this political moment, it is important for the safety of all Lane County residents that Lane County publicly reaffirms its commitment to being a welcoming community for all people, including people from immigrant backgrounds and trans and LGBTQ alike. We encourage the Lane County Board of Commissioners to make public statements reiterating their commitment to Oregon state sanctuary laws. We encourage the county to make other educational and public engagement oversight for law enforcement. We recommend the activation of a public accountability advisory board and ask that the county take steps towards initiating this. So we have a local ICE Eugene field office. For a lot of you that don't know, it's right over here on 7th. Not many folks know that it's right there, and we demand access to the ICE Eugene field office. This is essential to safety for our whole community. Prior to the pandemic, attorneys and allies could accompany community members to their ICE check-ins. The access has been restricted and must be granted in order to support community members as they show up for required appointments with ICE locally. Local elected officials may have some oversight power here. We recommend reaching out to your local electeds and speaking up. Ultimately, it is a procedural decision that seems to be made by the Department of Homeland Security, but worth raising for the safety of our whole community. It's important that people understand that sensitive locations for ICE is opened up. ICE can now enter schools, places of worship, hospitals, protests, weddings, and funerals in all state and city locations. I would ask those of you that have the heart that brought you here today, those of you that have entitlement and privilege, use it for civil disobedience when you come across these illegal altercations. I would ask that you use your privilege like a shield to defend those that are most marginalized in our community. Right now, Congress is considering a bill, H.R. 32, No Bailout for Sanctuary Cities Act and to Defund Our Communities Act, a dangerous bill that will cut critical federal funding to communities in more than 24 states, including Oregon, simply for upholding Oregon values and refusing to comply with Trump's mass deportation and detention agenda. The last thing I'm going to be speaking about is going to be detention centers. We do not want to perpetuate modern-day slavery. So, detention center is a business and is a practice of terror. Immigrants taken into custody here will be transported to the Northwest Immigration Detention Center in Tacoma. It's already at capacity for the last 2 months. We need to make sure that we get around fighting for the detention rights of all the people that are there. So please check out the Northwest Immigrant Rights Project. They are directly fighting for the rights of all these people. Having dehumanization experiences in the detention center, and those that volunteer to work, can work, to do laundry, manual labor, all for $1 a day. So for 8 hours, they only get $1. At the end of that week, they can buy a commissary ramen, but it will take them 5 days to buy that one commissary ramen. We do not need to perpetuate this kind of slavery. Last thing, I work for Community Alliance of Lane County. I beg and I implore you to stand up and help us survive this summer. We are doing everything we can to survive. Please allow people like me to continue to do humanitarian work. Without my community's involvement, we will perish. Please help us help you. Thank you.